Hey everyone, and welcome. So let's be honest, have you ever felt like you're just talking at AI? Like you're just giving it little prompts and hoping for the best? Well, today, we are going to completely flip that script. We're not just going to talk to AI, we're going to start building with it. We're diving deep into how you can design your own autonomous ChatGPT agents. These aren't just for answering questions, they're for actually getting work done for you. Just think about your typical workday for a second. Seriously, how much of it gets eaten up by the boring, repetitive stuff? Answering the same customer questions, drafting the same weekly reports, sending out those follow-up reminders. Every single minute you're stuck doing that is a minute you're not spending on the big, creative ideas. You know, the stuff that actually pushes things forward. It's a massive time suck. Okay, so here is our game plan for today. First, we're going to cover why this is so incredibly important right now. Then we'll introduce you to the ChatGPT agent and what makes it so special. We'll take a peek inside its brain, and then, this is the best part, we're going to walk through a simple 5-step loop that'll help you design your very first agent. Sound good? Let's go. All right, first things first. Let's tackle the big why. In the world we live in today, if you're not automating, you're honestly falling behind. And this isn't about making a few tiny improvements here and there. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how you work. And look, this isn't some far-off futuristic dream. Just look at this list. We are talking about automating the everyday stuff, handling customer support FAQs, drafting content and reports, digging through data for patterns, or even just sending out reminders to keep projects moving. These are the tasks that bog us all down, and these new agents are the key to finally getting that time back. So what is this magic solution we're talking about? Well, let's meet the ChatGPT agent. And I want to be really clear here. This is a massive leap forward from the standard chatbot you're probably used to. We are moving from a simple conversation partner to a full-blown autonomous problem solver. Here's the most important thing to get. A ChatGPT agent isn't just a large language model. It's an entire system. You've got the brain, which is the LLM, but it also has hands in the form of tools, a memory so it can learn, and a strategy to plan out its actions. That whole package is what lets it tackle really complex tasks all by itself. And this slide right here perfectly illustrates that shift. A standard chatbot is reactive. You ask a question, it gives an answer. End of story. But an agent is proactive. You give it a high-level goal, and it breaks that goal down into steps, figures out what tools it needs to use, like APIs or a search engine, and it actively works to drive an outcome. It's the difference between providing information and actually getting things done. So how does all of this actually work under the hood? It might sound really complex, but every single powerful agent out there is built on 4 fundamental components. Let's take a look inside the agent's brain. First up, you have the LLM core. This is the brain of the operation, the CEO. It's the part you're probably most familiar with, that incredible language model that understands your request and comes up with the overall plan. But, a brain is pretty useless without hands, and that's where tools come in. These are all the external capabilities the agent can tap into. Think about it. It can use a search engine, connect to a database, run code, or access pretty much any software through an API. This is what gives the agent the power to act in the real world. Next up is memory. You can think of this as the agent's personal notebook. It's what allows it to remember the context from your conversations, learn from its successes and failures, and actually get smarter over time. Without memory, every single interaction would be like starting from scratch. And finally, we have the planning loop. This right here is the agent's secret sauce. This is its strategy. It's how it takes a big fuzzy goal, like say, find the top 3 competitors for our new product, and breaks it down into small, concrete steps. Like step 1, search for companies in this market. Step 2, analyze their websites. Step 3, summarize their key features. And then it just executes that plan, one step at a time. Okay, so that's all the theory. Now it's time to get practical. We're going to shift gears from the what to the how. I'm going to show you a simple, repeatable framework you can use to design an agent yourself. This right here, this is the core takeaway for you today. It's the 5-step design loop. We just did step 1, the theory. Next, you'll see a demonstration, practice designing a workflow yourself, get some feedback, and finally, apply it all. This loop is the process that will turn you from someone who just knows about agents to someone who can actually design them. Which brings us to our final section where we're going to put it all together. we are going to take everything we've just learned and use it to create the blueprint for your very first agent. And when I say blueprint, I don't mean some vague idea floating around in your head. I mean a real, tangible document. It needs to have a super clear problem statement. It needs the detailed step-by-step workflow. You've got to list out all the required tools. You have to define what success looks like. And you should even think about potential challenges. This is what turns a cool idea into a plan that can actually work. And that's really the whole point of this. This is not just an academic exercise. The proposal you create using this framework is your blueprint for actual implementation. It's the document you can build from yourself or hand off to a developer. It's the bridge that takes you from idea to reality. So, as we wrap up, I want you to realize that the power to really transform how you and your team works is right here. It's at your fingertips. By mastering these ideas, you're not just going to be keeping up with technology. You're going to be setting the pace. And that just leaves one final question for you. Your automated future is here. What will you build first?